he gets a long distance commute to work.
It's Wilson Pomeroy. I'm here because democracy is not a spectator sport.
Yeah.
Jim Rock, Ames, Iowa, here for my grandkids. Ross Scooters, I'm a union member, opposed to the pipeline so that we can save the earth for future generations.
Brady Robinson from Jasper County area, and I'm here for my children.
Izzy Christensen, and I'm here from Boston from my grandmother. Cindy Capola, I live in Des Moines, but I have a farm with my family in Calhoun County where the pipeline is scheduled to go across. I plan to stand in front of the equipment if it comes down to that.
Hi, Matt. I'm Newton. Just giving myself a voice for the first time.
Danny McKnight from Mahaska County. The pipeline is coming through there. Just really concerned about the effects and the spills and the eminent domain issues.
Ricky, I'm from the Newton area, here to support the environment.
Can we go to the second row back there before we go on around?
Ian Suter, I'm from Manning, I'm here because we need to get off fossil fuels. This isn't going to help.
Tom Harvey, Dallas County, Iowa. I would like to see Terry Branstad impeached, and this is the group that would help empower that movement. But more importantly, I'm here to help stop this stinking, nasty black oil snake from raping the land of Iowa and South Dakota and North Dakota for one corporation's private greed.
I'm Richard Fisher from Bernard, Iowa, which is just south of Dubuque, and I'm here because where else would you want to be today?
I'm Brenna Casaneglada from also near Dubuque, but on the Wisconsin side. And I'm here because I can't be in North Dakota, and I'm really grateful for the Standing Rock, Sue's witness, and this is my small part that I can help with.
Gordon Troger from Ames, Iowa. I'm here, fairness for farmers and everyone.
Jack Kruger from Ames, and this is the only flag I'll ever fly. And it's the only flag for which I'll die.
Amen. I'm Jess Mazur from Des Moines, and I am here to stop this pipeline.
Yeah.
Pat Schlarba from Nevada, Iowa. I'm here representing natural citizens of the world and also KHOI Community Radio. Strengthening community through communication. So if you have interest in being recorded, please get my attention. Thank you. Thanks for all you're doing for conservation.
Other people are standing, please.
I'm a grandmother who would like to leave our 2 cents per year.
And I'm Marcia Reed from Ames, and I'm here because I see this as social action.
I'm Adam Mason from Des Moines, grew up in Storm Lake, just northwest of here. I'm here because I am moved and want to witness all of the power in this room today.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hi, I am Lahoma, or Homie Simmons. I live in Boone, actually 433 Nature Road, so not just a hop, skip, and a jump away from here. And we're gonna stop this thing. Here you go.
I'm Mark Edwards. I live downriver here a little ways and been there about 50-something years, and I love this river, and it's polluted enough already.
I'm Tom from Dubuque. I'm a Catholic worker and also a member of CCI.
All right. Me, Mark Lloyd from Shell Rock. I just want to support the environment.
Jen Rowery from Waverly, the environment and our future.
I'm Patrick Stahl. I'm from Des Moines, and I'm here because this is ground zero for the fight against climate change.
Aaron Jorgensen Briggs from the Des Moines Catholic Worker and Iowa CCI, and we gotta fight back against corporate power, corporate greed, and future generations are counting on us.
process, I'm here today.
June Gowan, Rockwell City, I'm against pipeline and eminent domain.
Faith Blaskovich from Larville, and I'm here for the planet.
Jan Wan, I'm here from Mason City, not on my watch.
Jessica Fears, I'm in Iowa. I'm here with my family. We have land up off of W. It's already going to be affected just by the runoff that's coming down.
Nitin Gadia, Ames, they say that this is about freedom and independence, but I would think that that rests on the individual wills of people in America. So, is anybody hungry? I have food. Yeah, please come by and take it.
Nick Shute from Olin, Iowa. I believe eminent domain for private profit is absolutely totally wrong and
I'm Julia Slocum. I'm a vegetable farmer north of Ames. I'm here because I've been a participant of this process for the last 2 years, and I feel like Iowa citizens have not been heard. And like I told the topic of KHOI, I feel like our courts have not defended us and our representatives have not represented us. So thank you.
Berg, I'm from Mustard Seed Community Farm, just north of Ames, here for creation and community and against abuse of power.
I'm Shannon Castor from Des Moines. I'm a social work student, and I'm here to help stop the pipeline.
I'm Mary Sand from Ames, and I'm sick to death of governments letting corporations ram these projects down our throats.
I'm Kristen Willinsey. I'm from Iowa City, Iowa. I'm with the 100 Grannies. I'm with the 100 Grannies for a livable future, and I'm here because water is life, and there are so many injustices connected to this pipeline right now. So many, and I can't stand it.
I'm Miriam Kasia. I'm from Iowa City. I'm with 100 Grannies for a livable future. Educate, advocate, and agitate. We're here today to agitate. Quick quote from Ansel Adams. It is horrifying that we have to fight our own government to save the environment. And a quick request. If you have a phone that is turned on, please put it on airplane mode or turn it off, because there are people who are hypersensitive to the radiation. So if you would do that, that would be very helpful. Thank you.
I'm Deborah D. I'm from Iowa City and 100 Grannies. We saw some pipeline construction happening on the way over here, and now I'm really mad. I'm here to save my state and our planet.
I'm Miriam Timmer Hackert from Iowa City. I'm with 100 Grannies, and I'm an attorney and I'll be a legal observer today. And my reason is there is no planet B.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm Mary McKee from Tama, and I just think it's wonderful when we stand up for the land and the water plainly.
I'm Chris Gaunt from Grinnell. I'm here on behalf of Mother Earth.
Sally Frank from Des Moines and the National Lawyers Guild to provide legal support and information.
Woo!
I'm Ethel Cunningham from Lamar's, Iowa, ice cream capital of the world. And I'm here for all the above reasons, plus my grandchildren's grandchildren will still need potable drinking water.
Yes. I'm Robin Pagel. I am from Meade, Nebraska. I'm up to us. That's why I'm here. Stand in solidarity with all you beautiful people and support those of North Dakota. Thank you for doing this.
My name is Heather Pearson. I'm a permaculturist and beekeeper near Logan, Iowa. My husband's family farm is also in Nebraska, so I've been a veteran pipeline fighter with Bold Nebraska, Bold Iowa, Iowa CCI. Thank you all for being here, and I'll tell you the same thing that I told the Iowa Utilities Board, that it appalls me that my elected representatives are so willing to sell out my private property rights to a foreign, or not a foreign, but a private company who is only looking to fatten their bottom line for an export pipeline.
this
An export
still have
pipeline is
chance.
not a public utility.
I'm Taylor Thorby. I'm a writer and grew up in western North Dakota where coal put bread and butter on my table, and I live in Ames, Iowa. And I guess I'm here to stand up against a pipeline that to me is trauma made visible.
Okay, there's some new people back.
Anyone else hasn't introduced yourselves? Pipe up, give us a name.
I guess I really haven't introduced myself. I'm Ed Fallon. I'm the director of Bold, Iowa. And I'm here because we have to stop this pipeline. It matters so much to our climate, our water, and our land. And especially, my heart has gone out to the landowners who've had to fight this thing for so long, so hard. I'm here for them more than anything at this point, it seems. Yes. And if anybody hasn't signed in yet, anybody, we'll bring it to you.
All right, sign in and just give me your name and where you're from. We're running low here.
I'm Emma Schmidt from Rock City. All right.
Jordan Mountain from Farmville.
Karen Foster Mingo.
Anyone else?
Kevin Rutledge, I'm from Atumwa.
Anyone else?
Scott Anderson, Cedar Rapids. Bill Holland, Iowa City.
All right.
Robin Cash, Cedar Rapids Neighborhood Network News. More people need to know about this than are going to be able to be here.
Yes.
Live streaming. Live streaming.
Are you live
streaming? Video.
Okay. Folks want to fill in, there's some empty chairs.
There's one over here.
And then we want folks in the circle as much as
Yeah, maybe make the circle a little bit bigger.
Yeah, let's make the circle a little bit bigger.
Anybody else want to need to sign in?
There's an empty chair over here.
Bring it down, and as people continue to find seats, we kind of need to keep moving because we do have a time limit here today. I'm Patti McKee. I'm a former member of the Catholic Worker that kind of started me on my journey with nonviolence and civil disobedience, and I'm a member of CCI. And I am so happy to be here with this room full of people who are ready to go out and say no to Governor Branstad, no to the Dakota Access, and Energy Transfer Partners, and Enbridge, and whoever else is involved in this pipeline. And part of the reason why this is so important to me is I had an uncle who worked in the refining business in Texas City, Texas. And it was known that if you worked in the refining business, that if you made it to retirement age, you were lucky. If you did make it to retirement age, you wouldn't live much past it. And my uncle died of cancer the year after he retired. And so it's not only what it happens to the land, air, and water, it's what happens to people that are in the business. I'm going to talk a little bit about what some definitions of nonviolence. Oh, that's right, sorry.
My turn to do a little introduction. Then Patty will go into the definitions. I'm Frank Cordaro. I'm from the Des Moines Catholic Worker. I've been doing this for over 40 years. I was one of the folks who were involved in the first CCI direct action. The only one in their 40-year history that they approved. It was a farm action. It was out there in Harlan, Iowa, 1986. Great half hour in the silence thing. It was a great thing that CCI did to use civil disobedience. The problem with that action, it was the only action. Wonderful action. Not enough. Too little, too late. I hope we're not there now. I believe we can stop it. So, but stopping it means it's got to be a campaign. And a campaign is more than just one day's effort. Now, if you're here to get vested, to do it one day's effort, good. Anybody who gets arrested for this thing, and anyone who's supporting, anyone who puts any energy today in this thing, terrific. I just want you to know that if you're here for a one-shot thing, it's good. But if you're here for the long haul, get ready for your life to be disrupted. Because it's now time to start putting a little risk aversion stuff into the pot and be open and vulnerable to lose some money and maybe do some time. And all I want you to know, as scared as you might be, because everybody got to work that way, all of this stuff that we're talking about is very doable. That's real important. Didn't say it was going to be easy. Didn't say you wouldn't pay a price. But everything I've ever done in direct action is doable. It's really hard for folks to put that on their head. And secondly, it's doable with each other. And that the risk is shared. And you got to hear me really loud and clear about this. Not just for the folks going to jail or risking jail, very important, but all the folks who are supporting the folks going to jail and risking jail. All of our lives are going to be disrupted, and it's for a good thing. And the last thing I want to say is, my partner Jess Resticek has already started acting up. She's in jail in Keokuk. She did a personal blockade of the pipeline where it meets the Mississippi River. And it is her intention to stay in jail or be blockading indefinite at that site. And she does not want to do this at any kind of competition with what's going on. She's mostly doing this like, let's raise everybody, have a chance to get it in. And what she's for this. She's also saying anybody who's interested to head over to Keokuk, they're welcome to join her. And she was also saying, like, the land is being opened up all over in Iowa. Now is the time to act. And anyone can do it. If she can do it by herself, anyone can do this with a friend and a support system, and at least get to bust once in your lifetime. That's what I would say. And the other thing is, I can't put the phone off because she goes to court in front of a judge at 9, and if she's free, she's going to call me, so I want to listen to see if she can call. So forgive me if my phone rings, but I'm waiting for a phone call from jail. All right, Patty.
All right. You have on your sheet some information about nonviolence. And we particularly have things here from Martin Luther King, which is a tradition in our country. But if you look around the world, there are many other traditions of nonviolence. With Gandhi in India and South Africa. And some people come at nonviolence from a religious perspective. Some people come from a strategic perspective, like Gene Sharp. Some people come at it that this is what we need to do right now. And some of it's just a lifetime commitment. But looking at Martin Luther King's principles, says it's a life for courageous people. So all of you in here, if you're taking this step into nonviolence, you're courageous. It's something that is not normal part of our society. And that it's not something that you're passive. If you're going and sitting or standing and blocking something, like a driveway where equipment is coming in and out, you may just be standing there, but that's not a passive act. It's a active act. And it is, it's standing against forces in our society that don't want that blocked. And with Martin Luther King, it was a lifetime of nonviolence, and it was building a peaceful community. That it's something that continues to grow. And we're not attacking people, we're attacking problems. That the workers that are out there on the pipeline, they're a cog in the wheel. That they are doing what they're getting paid to do, and it's higher up the chain and decisions that have been made elsewhere that are causing these problems, and our government is not standing against it. They're actually in collusion with it. And to know what to do, know and do what is right even when it's difficult, like Frank was saying earlier. That you in this room, we all know that what Dakota Access is doing, we know in our guts is not right. And so we have to act on that. And another part is in the spirit of nonviolence is avoiding doing bodily or spiritual harm to yourself or to others. So if we have maybe Dakota Access people that come up to us and are yelling at us and are angry at us, our response needs to be caring and loving back to them, to diffuse that anger and not to buy into their anger. And in Martin Luther King's view, that the universe is on the side of justice. That even though we see many, many things in our society that are wrong, that in the long haul, that justice will win out. But in order for that to happen, we have to be involved. We have to take an active role in bringing that justice about. Does anybody have any questions, comments? We need to be really brief. We're a tight schedule here. Okay. And then civil disobedience. I think many of you in this room, civil disobedience is something that is new to you. And for others, some of the people in the room have been doing it for a long time. But I would say that all of us have had experience with a form of disobedience. Sometimes civil, sometimes not. If any of you in this room have kids, and they have done the sit down or lay down on the floor strike, saying what you're doing is unfair to them, you know, or in your work situation, or someplace else where you have a good idea, something that would make things better in the workplace, your boss says no, and then maybe you go kind of around the edges and try to make it happen even though your boss said no. You've been doing civil disobedience. And so today, if you decide to risk arrest, you're doing the same thing. You are coming up against an unjust law or unjust situation, and you're saying no to that, and saying that things need to be different. You're speaking truth to power. And the difference here is that you are risking going to jail or paying a fine getting some kind of ticket, that kind of thing. So it's another degree. It's not something that is totally new to probably any of us in this room. It's something that has happened in lesser degrees in our lives. Nonviolence and nonviolent civil disobedience is something that has been happening around the world for centuries. And I spoke earlier of Gandhi and his experiments with truth in South Africa, and then in India, bringing around the independence of India. The women's suffrage movement here in the United States and in Britain, abolition movement of slavery here in the United States, and the Underground Railroad.
Boston Tea Party.
Boston Tea Party. And many sit-down strikes in factories, the United Farm Workers, civil rights movements, the bus boycotts, the freedom rides, and opposition to the Vietnam War, opposition to the wars in Iraq, anti-apartheid movement, and also in Central America, the environmental movement. So it has been going on in many venues across the United States and across the world. And so you're becoming part of that history.